Well, listen, if you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek a...
The captain's chair on She's ruled it like royalty, cutting off guests mid-sentence, steamrolling over opposing views, and delivering her opinions as if they were gospel. But then, there was one moment that exposed just how fragile her reign really was. It started like any other day on smug laughs, exaggerated eye rolls, and a panel nodding in perfect harmony, all marching to the beat of their left-wing agenda. But then, Karoline Leavitt stepped onto the stage, and suddenly, everything changed.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Pointing straight at Karoline and declaring, without wokeness, you wouldn't even have this job. The air grew thick with tension. Even Joy Behar, who's practically made a career out of mocking conservatives, shifted uncomfortably in her chair. And Whoopi? She sat there, convinced she had just delivered the ultimate knockout punch. Because let's be honest, her next words were as predictable as they were grating. You've heard it all before, the same smug, dismissive tone. I'm right, you're wrong. It's her favorite move. Karoline didn't flinch. She didn't scramble for a quick-witted comeback, not just any smile, a slow, knowing smile, the kind that says you just walked into a trap. And then, she flipped the script. Oh, and if you're loving this moment, hit that like and subscribe button. Because trust me, it gets even better. Karoline didn't bother with empty rhetoric. She came armed with government spending reports, data, the kind of undeniable truth that no amount of spin could twist. And just like that, the narrative slipped right out of their hands.
I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time.
Karoline started laying out the numbers, exposing exactly how taxpayer dollars were being funneled into outrageously woke programs, gender studies in Guatemala, Sesame Street pushing American activism worldwide, you name it. With the precision of a surgeon, she connected the dots, revealing how wokeness had morphed from a social movement into a political weapon, one designed to silence anyone who dared to challenge it. And Whoopi? Oh, she wasn't laughing anymore. The entire atmosphere had shifted. For the first time, Whoopi Goldberg was on the defensive. The same woman who built her career steamrolling over people was now the one scrambling for words. She shifted in her seat, grasping for control, but it was too late.
In a statement afterwards, this young lady claimed her, quote, on-air snub proves that you-know-who will not be treated fairly in the upcoming debate. Now, do you think this is going to make people doubt whether CNN can stay objective, or is this more the same of, everybody's against me, it's all rigged, I tell you. Is everything rigged?
No, it's their MO. That's what they do. Rachel Maddow said last week, she's like, if the election is lost, it was rigged. If there's a debate, then the moderators are probably biased and they're prejudiced against me.
Karoline wasn't letting her off the hook. Whoopi opened her mouth, then shut it. Tried again, still nothing. The audience, usually quick to erupt in cheers for Whoopi, sat frozen in awkward silence. Even the camera crew seemed uncertain. Zoom in on Whoopi's stunned face, or cut to commercial and pray no one noticed? But let's be real. This wasn't just a debate about wokeness. It was something much bigger. Karoline had just exposed the glaring hypocrisy at the heart of it all. If wokeness is truly about diversity and inclusion, why are conservative women the ones constantly under attack?
Divisive and disgusting speech that any president, certainly in my lifetime, has ever given. He essentially waged war on half of the country by saying that we are all a threat to democracy because we believe in putting America first. It's not radical to want to put your country and your own people first. It's not radical to want to have a strong border, a strong military, and to unleash the might of your own economy, not economies around the world.
Why is it that those who preach tolerance turn vicious when faced with someone who refuses to fall in line with their agenda? Whoopi, visibly trapped, had no sharp retort, no witty comeback, the silence hung heavy, thick with tension as she scrambled to recover. Joy Behar, sensing the moment slipping away, attempted a weak joke to lighten the mood, but it was clear the damage was done. Whoopi had completely unraveled in front of millions.
You know, we have seen cultural Marxism trickling its way through every institution in this country. The public school system, the higher education university system, Hollywood, big tech, the corrupt mainstream media that I fought against in President Trump's White House are indoctrinating my generation of Americans into hating our country, hating one another based on race and gender and all of this other BS.
And if you think that was a tough moment for Whoopi, just wait. The internet had a field day. Reaction videos, memes, commentary, it was everywhere. But this wasn't the first time Whoopi had found herself in hot water. From tone-deaf comments about the Holocaust to bizarre defenses of controversial figures, her history is littered with scandals. But this time, it was different. Here's where it gets wild. Has now been dragged into a wave of defamation lawsuits. First, it was Carrie Underwood, then Elon Musk, and now Karoline Leavitt. Each lawsuit piling up, each one more damaging than the last.
You know, listen, if you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on. Right. That's what you hear. Yeah. When they don't have anything to hold you with, nothing to make you think about what they have to say.
Whoopi's unchecked commentary has cost ABC big time, and the worst part? She couldn't blame anyone else this time. The fallout was all on her. Let's take a look at Carrie Underwood for a second. After performing at Trump's second inauguration, Whoopi and the panel went on the attack. They mocked her performance, tried to ruin her career, and accused her of aligning with hate. But Carrie didn't just sit back and take it. She filed a $1 billion defamation lawsuit against The View, and when the case hit court, some explosive revelations came to light. It turned out that ABC had orchestrated the entire smear campaign to boost ratings. Yeah, you heard that right. Calculated, intentional drama. When the truth came out, ABC executives were forced to settle, and whispers started circulating. Is The View even worth the trouble anymore? But the chaos didn't end there.
They talk at you, not to you, and that's what she was doing, and she was doing it, and it's not new.
No.
But everybody's hip to you all now.
Yeah.
And we are anticipating that you are not prepared. Because you keep saying you going and you preparing when you're on the trail.
Whoopi and the hosts turned their sights on Elon Musk, spreading false claims about Twitter under his ownership. Musk didn't let that slide. He sued, and once again The View was thrust into crisis mode. Advertisers pulled back, ratings took a hit, and the cracks in the show were widening. Fast forward to today, and Whoopi's time on the show came to an end. All after that showdown with Karoline.
That you saw live on this program yesterday. Joy Behar stirring the pot of controversy after saying this about Karoline.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Do you want to take this?
So you cannot be attractive and smart? I will try to give Joy the benefit, and thank you. I try to give Joy the benefit of the doubt that she didn't see that briefing. Because if you saw that yesterday on numerous topics, no big binder, I think she might have had a different impression of this young woman who held her own.
Even a graceful exit couldn't mask the truth. ABC tried to spin it as a break for Whoopi, but it was clear she'd been let go. The damage was done. The network was in full damage control mode as advertisers pulled their support, and fans began questioning whether the show could survive without Whoopi now. The View stands at a crossroads. Do they bring in someone like Whoopi to maintain the status quo? Or will they finally change direction? Is this the beginning of the end for the show? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and remember, this is just the beginning.
Yeah. I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in